Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Chrissy and Chichi, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Chichi's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give her while we are working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Chrissy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in her right hand, leaving her left hand free to give the correction. Correction that we give is a tug and let go to the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Chichi's been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Chichi is seated nicely on Chrissy's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they're going to demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash. Chrissy and Chichi take off doing that now. The command you want to use for this is Chichi heel, and then you just start walking and she'll fall right in line on your left-hand side. Now we've also gone ahead and incorporated our sit command into this, so anytime Chrissy stops her feet, as she just did, Chichi will sit. It's important when you're heeling Chichi that she walks nicely at your pace on your left-hand side without trying to pull ahead of you or lag behind. If she did attempt to pull ahead or lag behind, you say no, give a slight tug and let go correction to the training collar, repeat your command to heel, and then start walking again. Now the next command they'll demonstrate is our stay command, which is a hand and voice command. Chrissy will use the open flat of her left palm and inch or so from Chichi's muzzle, and the one-word command to stay. She walks out to the end of the training leash. Now this is a good exercise to build up self-control in Chichi. You can start practicing this one at about a minute's time and work your way up in increments till you get to about 3. Now as Chrissy returns back to Chichi, she's going to walk all the way around her, providing an added distraction as she goes behind her, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Chichi holds that sit-stay throughout. Chrissy gives her some praise and then heels her right out of it. I'll show you a little more of that heel sit and stay. There's that automatic sit. And she's got her in the sit.
Stay.
She gives her the stay again. Back out to the end of that training leash. And this time, instead of returning back, she'll demonstrate the come or recall command.
Chichi, come.
You call her in using her name. She comes right in and sits right in front of you. And then we have an exercise called the finish. Chrissy's going to heel Chichi right around the back of her.
Come on. Heel.
And right back to that left-hand side heel position.
Oh, okay.
I'll demonstrate that one more time for you. As she goes very comfortable in her seated position. So she has her in the sit, gave her a stay out to the end of the leash, called her in, and this time right around and right back to where she should be on the left-hand side heel position. Seated nicely. It's a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands with Chichi about 15 to 20 minutes a day. You can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands with her into your daily routine. Next we're going to be showing you our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. Chrissy's going to use the open flat of her left palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down.
Stay.
She gives her a stay, walks out to the end of that training leash. It's another good exercise to build up self-control. You can start practicing this one at about 3 minutes time and work your way up in increments till you get to about 5. Now as Chrissy returns back to her, she's going to walk all the way around, providing an added distraction as she goes behind her, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Chichi holds that down stay throughout. Chrissy gave her some praise and then heeled her right out of it. I will show you that down command one more time when they come back around. And you see Chichi's doing very well, but it's always important to follow through with your commands. So if you give her a command and she does not respond, the first word out of your mouth is always no, followed by a tug and let go correction to the training collar, and then you repeat the command you gave her. Now Chrissy gave her a down again. That's your hand straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down. Walked out to the end of the leash after she gave her a stay. And then she demonstrates that recall command. She calls her in using her name. Chichi comes and sits right in front of her. And then the finish, Chrissy heels her right around the back of her and gets her right back to that left-hand side heel position, and she sits. Very nice. Alright, we'll give them a second to get lined up for our final command, which will be down from a distance. This will be the down from a distance. You're going to have her in a sit, give her a stay, walk out to the end of your training leash, Now this is the only time you use your right hand to give the command, and Chrissy will drop her into a down from the end of the training leash. She then returns back to her once again by walking all the way around and right back to that left-hand side heel position.
Good girl.
Heels her right out of it. Alright, we've demonstrated for you our basic obedience commands that we've worked on with Chichi here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Chichi, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.